Hi, good morning. Today's day 4 of our camping trip around the California beaches. Last night we stayed here, Pismo State Beach, Oceano Campground. It's full, so make sure you get reservations at reservation.california.org, I believe. And this is the middle of July. So we did a couple walks yesterday. I got some videos on it. We have a ocean front walk. We kind of walk around the shore and look at shells and other debris and wrack that comes up. We have the dunes walk. I'll show you a bunch of flowers on the dunes and the other critters we can find, like birds. And then today we're headed out to the desert wildflowers area. We're going to find some really cool plants. So I hope you watch that video too. So you just drive in here. We have Oceano Campground. And over here is the visitor center. You check in there, get a little history about this place. Here's where you check in right here. And it's not inexpensive. Sites with hookups are $50. Campsites are $35. There's 2 loops. We have a small one here. This is all the hookups. And there's a one up here without hookups. And we're staying right about here, space number 7. Now we didn't need the hookup, but it's the only place available, so that's all we got, just for one night. So I'll take you around the loop here. And we'll check out some campsites. All this ice plant you see on the hill here, this is not native to California. It comes from Chile. It's invasive up and down the coast. So to get to the beach, you could head out the main road out here, or you can head down the beach access trail, which is right here. It takes you right down to the beach, through the little sand trail and the shrub. So here we have our oak trees from the genus Quercus, pine trees from the genus Pinus. And we're going to enter the upper campground. There's a eucalyptus. So this is the upper campground. A lot of tent camping. But there's a couple RVs out here. It's pretty tight. There's no power and there's no hookups. Here's a Ranger. You see, it's really crowded today. These are sites 58 to 70 all around here. And the other sites are down below. I think there's 40 sites above and 40 sites below. Here, restrooms. Very, very clean. Lots of toilet paper. Full flush. So we have a little display garden up here. Native plant garden. All of our native plants. But be careful because of the signs. A lot of them are wrong. This one says a chia. There's no chia there. This guy's a California aster, and I'm not sure that's an aster. And on this side too, a little beautiful display garden. You can visit the flowers and the plants. But be careful, you know, it says Hooker's Primrose, and there's no primrose here. But I'll find you one. That says California Seaside Poppy, but there's no poppies here. But this guy here is called Cliff Buckwheat. He's an erigonum related to our California buckwheat. We find him all over the place. There's a little nature trail over here. We'll walk down to the lower campground. So these 2 plants are right. These are beautiful plants. It's got the red bark. They both have this beautiful red bark. See that? Looks like a manzanita, but it's a Pacific madrone, Spanish madronia, arbutus, Menziesii. This is a really, really great plant up here. Also for your garden at home. This guy's called a Wells manzanita. Arctostaphylos wellsii. He's got this beautiful red bark, like our other manzanitas, like the Eastwood's manzanita, which is more common up here and out in Los Padres National Forest. Here's a little Quercus oak. We'll head down here, see what else we can find. So this little plant here, he's called a sticky monkey flower. Okay. We got our golden bush. This one here, this is a type of golden bush. It's called a sawtooth golden bush. Little sawtooth leaves here, a little elongated. He'll bloom these yellow flowers. At the top, these are all gone to seed. So all of these trees here, this is a western sycamore. Obviously sycamore is very different than your American sycamore. And those are the non-native trees you usually find out in parking lots and streets. So landscapers like to use the American sycamore. It's a lot easier to grow and maintain than our western sycamore that gets kind of wild. Here's another one of our manzanitas. Look at that beautiful bark. Holy smokes. Wow. That is just fantastic. Watch out for things like this. Always looks like poison oak. All right. 3 leaves here. Turns a little reddish. You can never be sure if it's poison oak or just a different vine. But this, see? This is a little different. I'm not sure this is poison oak. So on our left here, this is the lagoon. The trail goes around the lagoon. You got all kinds of little fish. He's a pied-billed grebe. Very cool little bird. He's very quiet. So we have herons, egrets. We have a couple California least terns and barn swallows. Some ducks. Like to visit the lagoon. And this morning I saw a weasel. I think it's a long-tailed weasel. Kind of running around. Another shot of our lagoon here. On a little nature path. Here's the lower campground. Just a quick little loop. These are all power hookups. Larger vehicles. Campers. And our site's over here on the right. I'll show you. Over at Chilean ice plant. Let's see if we find a bird out here. Well, here's our little lagoon. And it's pretty quiet today. Nothing to show. So this beautiful tree, this is a Monterey Cypress. He's a cypress from the family Cupressus. And he's related to like the California juniper. So his species is Macrocarpa. See that right there? That's the fruit. Kind of looks like a juniper berry. And that means large fruit. Macrocarpa. And this fella, he's super rare. He only grows in 2 locations in the world. And that's up by Pismo and also Los Lobos. So he doesn't grow here naturally. He was planted some time ago, or somehow he found his way. But it's beautiful, wind-blown, flat cypress. Grows along rocks. I'll show you our campsite over here. All right, so we're in space number 7. It's our little camper we bought. Here's my little cot. Had a little tent over it. This is an out sunny, beautiful cot. And that's a little quick tour of the campground. It's a great place to stay. It's a little crowded, but it's the only show in town. So there you go. Have a great day.